Hello, it's Jennifer from Sea Lemon. Today I will show you a few personalized gift ideas for stationery lovers, and I'm happy to say that today's video is sponsored by Cricut. I personally love stationery, if you couldn't tell by my channel. I love notebooks, pens, prints, and stickers, and I use my Cricut Maker to produce a lot of my own stationery designs, so I thought this would be a good opportunity to show you guys a few ways on how you can produce some fancy print techniques on custom projects, which if you're doing a one-off project like these, it might be more expensive or have a longer turnaround if you were to do this through a print service. Of course, if you don't have a Cricut machine, you are welcome to get inspiration from this video and make your own version of these projects, and I will include all of the supplies and links in the video description below. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and hit the bell right next to it so you can be the first to get notified every time I post a new video. And let's get into it. First up is a notebook with song lyrics debossed on the cover. I'll be using a 12 by 12 inch sheet of cardstock, and this one happens to have a pearlescent varnish on one side, and 6 sheets of letter size paper, and the amount of pages is totally up to you. I've laid out the cover in Cricut Design Space, which is Cricut's program that will send your projects to the machine. You can type out lyrics to someone's favorite song and put it on the cover or the back cover. You can really customize it any way you want in this program. And I will put my files for free in the description in case you want to use this as a template. When you have your type laid out, you can set it to deboss, and the Cricut will actually deboss this into the paper. And I've made this rectangle to cut. This is a letter size rectangle shape, and this line in the middle is the score line that I've set to score. Click attach so they will all stay together in that layout, and click make it. My cardstock is 12 by 12, setting it to that. Setting my material to cardstock, and then it will prompt me to load the tool it needs to make my project. This housing holds different bits on the end, and right now it needs the scoring wheel, so all you have to do is hold in the button on the top and load it on. Clamp it in so the machine is all ready, and now I'm just prepping my cardstock on the standard grit mat. Load it in and let the machine make my cover. And it will prompt you when it needs to switch out one of the bits on the housing, and in this case it needs to go to the deboss tool, so I just switch that out. Clamp it in and it's good to go. I debossed the type on the pearl side of the paper, which I think goes along with the sun, the theme of the words. When removing paper off the mat, you want to bend the mat and not the paper. And then I'm folding the cover in half on that score line. In the print world, this would be called a blind deboss, where there's no print on top of it, it's just tactile. And I gotta say, I was impressed with the deboss tool. I think it came out really professional. You can also try this with different papers and different colors. For the inside pages, I folded them all in half and stacked them together. Add the cover, and I'm going to use a saddle stitch method for binding it. I'm using this tool, which I recently reviewed in another video. You can check that out up here or down below. You don't have to use this tool, and you can also try a different binding method if you prefer. I'm using this to clamp it all together, but you can also use binding clips, and I'm piercing holes through that score line about 2 inches apart. Single thread a binding needle with cotton thread, and I'm just doing that saddle stitch method, which is pretty easy. If you're a beginner bookbinder, I highly recommend starting with this method, and if you want a tutorial on how to do it, I have one of those. I will link it up here and also in the description. After binding, the pages will stick out a little on the edge, and if it bugs you, you can just trim it off with a craft knife and a ruler. Even though the blind deboss is subtle, it's tactile, and I think once a person realizes it's the lyrics to their favorite song, it will make this gift even more special. And you can definitely personalize it even more with the person's favorite color paper. Another idea is personalizing a book cover with their zodiac constellation. I'm doing this on a Strathmore watercolor book with a vinyl cover. You can also make your own book. I have a bunch of binding tutorials on my channel, or you can use someone's existing notebook and make it even better. First, measuring out the size I want the constellation to be, and then I want to put the year on the spine of the book. Cricut Design Space actually has a lot of shapes already in the program, so all you have to do is find the shape you want and size it to what you want. I want to make a bunch of little stars to make a constellation of a Virgo zodiac. That's what I am, but you can definitely make it any zodiac of the person you're making this for. I've been seeing a trend of different zodiacs on Stationery, but for some reason I think Virgo must be really popular and I can never find my zodiac on things. So this is a great way to make your own or customize it for someone. And if you don't know what the shape of the layout of the star arrangement is, you can just do a quick search, that's what I did, and mimic the shape that it makes. You can add lines in Cricut Design Space, but just remember it doesn't have to be perfect and you can arrange your stars any way you want to. Hit the attach button so they're all together and then set it to cut. You could add someone's name or a saying to the cover, and I'm going to do the year for the spine of the book, so 2020. Sometimes the letter spacing can be a little bit wonky in this program, so if you're really picky about that, you can break apart the characters and adjust it. I want this to be cut out on gold foil vinyl, so make sure to mirror the artwork because it will cut shiny side down, and adjust the size of the material according to your artwork. Choose the type of vinyl, which in my case is an iron-on foil, and trimming it so I don't waste too much material and sticking it shiny side down onto a standard grip mat. And now this constellation is ready to cut out. When it's done, I'm removing any of the excess foil, this is called weeding, so that I can reveal my final design. It will leave a clear sheet so that your design is all together, and you can actually trim it out if you have different pieces going on different places of your project. To transfer this, I'm using the Cricut Easy Press Mini, which is good for small sized projects, especially like this one where I don't need a huge iron. Make sure to read the ironing instructions on the material you get. I did this for 30 seconds, but it can vary depending on the material of your cover and your material. I love the base that this iron comes with, and it's really easy to use, plus it's like the cutest little iron I have ever seen. When it's cool to the touch, you can remove the film and reveal your foiled design. I did a little scratch test on this to see how durable it was, and this stuff is on there, so that's good. Next, I'm doing the same process on the spine with the year. Again, using the Easy Press Mini, which is great for small areas. I really like how this turned out. I want to keep this for myself, but you can definitely make your own version and give it to a friend or family with their own custom zodiac constellation. Any stationery lover loves a good pencil case, so I will show you a couple of ideas on how to customize them. You can try this on a blank makeup bag or any blank canvas pencil case. I found these at the craft store, and I'm going to start by measuring the space where I want the customization to go. Back in Cricut Design Space, I'm going to make this one have a name. I just typed my own. And an important tip, just make sure that the typeface you're using connects the letters, otherwise they will cut through. So just hit the weld button and then it will be all one image. You can also make your own type treatment outside of Cricut Design Space. I made this one in Photoshop and I just uploaded a transparent ping. The main advantage to uploading your own is that you have more control over the layout and letter spacing. This time I'm going to try out some patterned iron-on vinyl. I trimmed it down to size, stuck it on a standard grip mat, made sure to tell it I'm cutting patterned iron-on, and let the Cricut do its job. For this project, I'm using a larger easy press iron, but you can also use a standard iron. Each material has its own heat settings, and Cricut has a very helpful site you can go to and just plug in the material you're using, and it will tell you the exact heat settings you need to do. You can try this in different patterns, colors, foils of iron-on vinyl. Cricut has a huge selection. A little tip, you can use a lint roller on fabric to remove any particles that might get ironed on in the process. Make sure to follow the heating instructions depending on the material and vinyl. Here's the silver metallic foil version, and then I also tried a patterned version, which is a little bit more subtle. I think I like the silver one better, but it is fun to experiment and try different materials, especially if you are making this for someone. You can customize it to whatever colors they like and whatever saying they like on their pencil case. Another gift idea, custom vinyl stickers. If you want to give the gift of hydration or the person already has a hydro flask, you can help them personalize their water bottle with some custom stickers. You guys might remember this cherry blossom that I watercolored in a very old video. I think it can make a great gift if you find someone's artwork and scan it and present them with their own custom sticker. This whole sticker making process might need its own video, so let me know if you want to see that on my channel, but I'll give you a summary of it. I uploaded my own layout in a transparent ping, printed it on printable vinyl, which Cricut also makes. This works with your inkjet printer. To die cut stickers, you can select sticker paper as your material. Stick the printable vinyl on a standard grip mat and load it into your machine. It will then cut around the artwork, which you have a border around, and then you have your own custom stickers. And another tip, since these might be going on a water bottle, to make them more weatherproof, you can spray them with a clear varnish. I use the Cricut Maker to make my own custom stationery stickers all the time, so I love using it for that purpose. You can, of course, apply stickers to so many different things, and I don't think you can go wrong with making someone personalized stickers, so they make a great gift. Thanks again to Cricut for sponsoring this video, and if you want to find links to any of the products I used, I will put those down below. And I hope this gave some inspiration to all the stationery lovers out there. Tell me which one of these was your favorite in the comments, and if there's other projects you want me to try using the Cricut machine, let me know in the comments as well. If you've already subscribed, make sure to hit that bell so you can sign up for post notifications so you don't miss any of my videos. And if you want to check out more gift ideas, I have a whole playlist right here. You can also support my channel through my Patreon and YouTube memberships. All of those links will be in the description below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!